Alright, a little short bed action today. Sorry if there's a scratch on my lens. I can see it, but I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Probably looks like crap if you can. Basically, my friend gave me some cab support mounts. I've been needing some. I actually have some, but just the front ones. I don't have the rear ones. But before I mount my exhaust, I want to put that cab support in. That way my measurements are all equal. I don't want it to raise up. Once you see my cab mount bushing, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's mushed down to nothing. It looks like it melted in there or something, but it's just old age. So I'm gonna figure that out. Jack up the truck, get the weight off it. I gotta loosen up the core support mounts, pull my carpet back, some other things. So I'm gonna try to get that on, and then I'm gonna hang my gas tank, show you guys all that, hopefully, and maybe work on the exhaust. It's cold out today, not horrible, but try to get a little bit stuff done today. All right. The fun part of working on these trucks, trying to do the change the cap bushing. So basically, there's some awesome welds in here in case you're curious. I don't think they welded that, but I think they just patched this corner with maybe some, I don't know. But so I'm drilling the center of that out. Basically, when I tried to loosen this bolt on the bottom, I broke the stud off. You can see all that rust and rubber, and it's all just mush crap down there. So eventually everything will be getting sandblasted and I'll be fixing everything, but for now I just want that higher. I want it to be where it should be. The back one actually doesn't even look that bad, so I might leave those alone for now until I paint the truck, but the front one, both sides look like this, so obviously it's because that nut was stuck on there. I know in my long bed, the bolt is actually, it looks like it's welded to the floor, so this looks like maybe they had taken it out before. I don't think it's welded, but I'm about to drill that out and knock that stud out, and then find a new bolt, put it in with that bushing. So cleaning this up. Obviously, I'm gonna address all this when it's time to paint the truck, but all that wiring is amazing. I got a brand new wiring harness I'll eventually put in. Maybe when I do put the 5.3 in there. So yeah, probably at the same time. Let's talk about how these trucks are. Here is the bolt that runs through. You can see how rusted, tapered down that is. That's the size it's supposed to be. That's the size it is. I drilled it out. I thought I was gonna break it. I, for one, didn't think it was that wide because I saw that, but I guess I didn't really think about the nut. But I drilled it, and then it loosened up. So that was a waste of time, but it's out. So I need to figure out how to lift up the truck. This is the one that came out. This is the new one that's gonna go in. Yay. So this is probably part of my problem. I have a lot of squeaking under my driver's side. I'm hoping that this fixes it. And it's obviously going to raise that quite a bit. That was basically doing nothing. Just finished up putting those cab supports in. Oh, actually, it wasn't as hard as I thought. I mean, the driver's side sucked. Obviously, that's why they didn't change them. But they had changed the passenger ones. You can tell. I think they changed the driver's ones too, because those are usually, this is usually welded in like it is on my long bed, unless they change that later on throughout the year. But those are a little toasted. These, not that bad, but I was replacing the other side, so I decided I would do it all at once. I need to get a bolt for the driver's side. I just put a little janky one in there for now. This is a 6-inch long bolt. I don't have anything that long, especially in, I don't know, I think that's 5/8 or something. That's pretty big, ½ inch at least. Now I am up under here. This is my battery tray I made. I want to mark these holes. Drill. There's 2 bolts on each side, and then I have 2 bolts holding it on top. But I'm about to drill that from the bottom side, which is not going to be fun. But this sits real close to my tire. I don't have these splash guards on, but I think I'm going to make some new ones, because I made these supports. They don't mount, they get in the way of the old ones. But I might try to make some like nice aluminum ones that go a little farther back. Maybe go all the way back towards the old ones stop about here, I think. I might have these go a little farther, especially since my battery's right here. I would like to not kick things into my battery terminals all the time. I'm still a little worried about that. I just feel like, I mean, I see guys that do it, but I also drive my truck all the time. It's not like a show pony that only comes out when it's nice and warm out. So I like how this sits. My tank sits about this low too. My tank probably sits a little lower than the battery tray, but I'm really digging how that is. You can kind of see how I kind of designed it. It just kind of sits in the frame. I kind of made these little tabs so that it won't, hopefully it doesn't twist as much. But we'll see how it goes. So I like that design. That was the best placement that I could figure out for the battery. I want it in the back. I want to put, that's about 40 pounds that I was moving to the back, plus the gas tank, which is probably about 80 with full tank. So I want to put all that weight in the back. If you ever drive these, they're real light in the back, so it's kind of a little weird in rain and definitely snow. It gets real sketchy. Got my truck sideways a lot, not on purpose. So gonna center punch these holes, mark them, try to figure out how I can drill the top out without taking my bed off. That's gonna be a little bit of an issue. The angle sucks, but I will get to that later. I had some audio issues. I just want to show you guys how I was running the exhaust. This is the old exhaust that somebody learned how to weld on, apparently. It looked rough. Just like a cherry bomb glass pack or something like that. But I ran these little tabs that hang down. I want that to run right in front of the wheel. It's going to be close to the bedside, but my truck is not all the way down. But I did want my exhaust to be up as high as I can. I hate when you can see exhaust underneath the truck. It just looks kind of sloppy. So I try to tuck that up as close as I can. I got these little hangers, but I'm going to run a little hanger tab all the way up to the cross sill in the bed floor. And then I just rough cut the back of the cab, and trust me, all this metal on this cab is horrible. So eventually I'll clean all that up and smooth things out and round corners and stuff. But I just kind of propped up the mufflers where I wanted it, and then ran the exhaust how it should be run. That way, whenever I put the LS in, I can just run the exhaust from the manifold over to the muffler and not be doing all this at the same time. I'm trying to not have my truck down, but you can see those cab supports are all rusted out and Swiss cheese and holes everywhere, so I'll get to those eventually. But that's not anything too complicated, you know. Running your exhaust just kind of marks your tubing, and it's not that hard. But I like the exhaust hanging up high. I'll show you guys where the rust on my doors, where it's all flaking out. Whoever worked on this had just bonded over all the drain holes, so all the water just sits in the bottom of your door. So I'll be replacing that door down the road. But that's what she looks like.